Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, Joshua Insights, for useful insights on various disciplines like the maritime industry in Kenya, marine engineering, music, and books. I am Joshua, and this is how to get your basic STCW in Kenya in 5 steps. Job opportunities in the maritime industry are rapidly increasing, with the major cruise lines recruiting Kenyans. One of the requirements for employment on these vessels is to get STCW certification. For these, one must undergo basic STCW training. How can one do it? But before we answer that question, let's see what STCW is. STCW stands for Standards of Training, Certification and Watchkeeping. It is a worldwide convention that ensures a lateral standard of training is achieved across all countries in the world. If you wish to work on a commercial vessel, you will have to obtain STCW qualifications before you seek employment. At the very minimum, you will need to obtain STCW basic safety courses to apply to work on a ship. The 4 basic STCW courses are: number 1, Personal Safety and Social Responsibility, PSSR. Number 2, Basic Fire Prevention and Firefighting, FPFF. Number 3, Personal Survival Techniques, PST. And number 4, Elementary First Aid, EFA. In addition to the 4 basic courses, we have the Proficiency in Security Awareness, a required course that you must complete before going to sea. After completing the training, you receive 3 certificates. Number 1, STCW Basic Safety Training for the 4 basic STCW courses, the EFA, the FPFF, PSSR, and PST. And number 2, STCW Security Training for the Proficiency in Security Awareness, together with number 3, the Seafarer's Continuous Discharge Certificate and Record Book, CDC, or what we call the Seaman's Book. These documents are issued by the Kenya Maritime Authority. Now that we know what STCW is, it's time to get into the 5 steps. Step 1. Get a medical fitness exam. For this, you'll need to visit the Kenya Maritime Authority website and download Medical Fitness Examination Form, Seafarer's Medical Certificate, and the Medical Practitioner's Contact List, the links of which are in the description of this video. This is the Medical Practitioner's Contact List. It is a list of authorized medical practitioners, the contact info, and the location. Different medical practitioners charge different amounts. I prefer Dr. Michael Karome in Mombasa, who charges 5,550 Kenyan shillings. Book an appointment and get the medical fitness examination form filled out by an authorized medical practitioner of your choosing. Then deposit $5 to Kenya Maritime Authority KCB account number 1167698452 and get a receipt. Take the receipt, the filled form, and a color printed copy of the Seafarer's Medical Certificate to Kenya Maritime Authority to get it stamped. These will take 1 day. With a stamped medical certificate, it's time for step 2. Applying for STCW training at an institution of your choosing. The following are the popular institutions authorized by Kenya Maritime Authority to offer STCW training in Kenya. Number 1, Bandari Maritime Academy. Number 2, Indian Ocean Maritime Training Center and Captain Andes. And number 3, Pioneer International University. I prefer Bandari Maritime Academy because it's the cheapest, closest to Kenya Maritime Authority offices, and it's the trendsetter for STCW training in Kenya. To apply for the training, a photocopy of the stamped medical certificate is needed. At Bandari Maritime Academy, you fill out an application form and leave it in their offices. They invite you to the next available training via text. The waiting period is less than 10 days. This brings us to step 3, the training. After receiving an invitation from Bandari Maritime Academy, show up at 8 a.m. on the said date, ready to learn. The training takes only 10 days, which includes even weekends. In the interest of cutting short your stay in Mombasa and of the whole process, it is advisable to first inquire about the next starting date of the training. Get to Mombasa a day earlier. Get your medical form filled by Dr. Michael Karome and take it for stamping to Kenya Maritime Authority. Then report to Bandari Maritime Academy for training the next day, applying for the training on that same day. You will be allowed to get your medical certificate then. The following are some of the payments one should prepare for. Number 1. A course fee of 35,000 Kenyan shillings, which will be paid to Bandari Maritime Academy, KCB account number 12643787226. This information will be in the admission letter. This amount can be paid via KCB agents or in the bank. The receipt of payment is taken to the finance office in Bandari Maritime Academy and then to the registry, where one receives an official Bandari Maritime Academy receipt, which is important as we'll see later on. Number 2, $5 or 668 Kenyan shillings for all mutual personal accident insurance cover. The insurance cover is compulsory as will be indicated in the admission letter. Number 3, 300 Kenyan shillings for personal protective equipment used for firefighting drills. Number 4, adequate money for food, beverages, and accommodation. It is important to note that Bandari Maritime Academy doesn't offer food, beverages, or accommodation, but I got you. This is a flyover nearby hotel, California Dream Hotel, charging 4,000 Kenyan shillings only for your 10-day stay. I have given the contact information in the description of this video. Other requirements include a swimsuit and writing materials. Upon completion of the 10 days course, Bandari Maritime Authority offers a success letter on condition that the full course fee is paid. The Bandari Maritime Authority official receipt we talked about earlier is used to obtain the success letter. The success letter is important for step 4, applying for the STCW certificates. You are provided with a seafarer's card and CDC application form for the Seaman's Book application and an application for STCW certificate of proficiency form for the 2 STCW certificates. Instructors from Bandari Maritime Authority will provide instructions on how to duly fill them. It is important to apply for the certificates using your passport number as compared to your ID number, as it saves you unseen troubles in the future. The following are the requirements for the application. Number 1, 2 copies of the success letter from the training institution. Number 2, 2 copies of the Kenya Maritime Authority stamped medical certificate. Number 3, a copy of your passport or ID. Number 4, receipt of payment of $70 to Kenya Maritime Authority, KCB account number 1167698452. Number 5, 2 copies of the receipt. After duly filling out the forms, take them to Kenya Maritime Authority. They will advise you on how long it will take, but normally the waiting period is about 2 weeks, after which one can get their certificates. Step number 5, and this is the most important one. Hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more insightful videos. Also, you're invited to leave questions about the process and suggestions on videos you would like to see in the comment section. Thank you.